I did a project on him in school, a long time ago. But he is in the heart of like, I consider this downtown, not quite Jackson Ward area, but to each his own. This is like Chamberlain and West Lee Street. They consider this like Jackson Ward area, which the projects is that away. So his statue is here, and the public housing is that away. But Bill Bojangles Robinson, read it for me, baby. What does it say? I want my young man to read it.
International famous actor in danger rendered many kindness to the citizens of Richmond.
Okay. Hope you guys can hear. So he was internationally famous actor and dancer. We know that Bojangles was a tap dancer. So he was a certain type of dancer. I don't know if you guys know that or not. But rendered many kindnesses to the citizens of Richmond. And we were just over here talking about the Maggie L. Walker house as well. Come on, young man. That boy all in my face instead of paying attention to traffic. Right down here, I don't know. Just come on. You playing. It's a lot of traffic right here this way usually. So we're going to go back over here to the statue where we were at. Hello. Make sure you guys come in and speak. I don't bite. This is in Richmond, Virginia. Like I said, Bojangles was a dancer. A famous tap dancer. And you have public housing that way, which is called Jackson Ward Projects. If you ever come to Richmond and you ask where are those projects, you can pretty much find that statue before you get to those public housing apartments. We were down here. See, we've been just walking and talking about history today. Say hello to my followers, baby. We just been walking and talking about history today because we have a 12-minute wait for the bus. I'm one of those people, I'm really big on killing time in a positive way. We usually like do stretches or we walk and sightsee, things like that. I don't believe in standing. Well, we had 18 minutes for the bus, but I don't believe in standing around doing nothing while I wait for the bus. I like to kill time in a good way. And since it is Black History Month, I said, well, let me walk and show my baby a few of the historical places that are right here in the area that we're in. And it's only two right here, particularly where we're at. But we're gonna go back to the Maggie L. Walker statue. They're not far from each other. I'm a little out of breath, but they're not far from each other. They're really not. And we're walking right now. I love that it's walking distance away from each other, honestly, because it helps me to be like, oh, I can come here and I can go there. I can come here, I can go there. We have a lot of things all over Richmond that are historical. I'm still learning a lot myself, even though I've been here all my life. I don't get out as much as I should. Before becoming a vlogger and content creator, if it wasn't about fitness or spirituality, I really don't come out much or talk much on the internet. So this is all new for me as well, as far as vlogging. Don't do what I did. Always wait for the light to say walk. And I always tell my son that, but I did look both ways just now while I was talking. And anyway, like I was saying, it's new for me as well, vlogging on a daily basis. And I'm camera shy, believe it or not, I'm camera shy. My son is camera shy. He don't like pictures and anything like that. So we ain't true to this. We new to this a little bit, but it takes some getting used to, like I said. So here we are at the Maggie L. Walker. And as you can see, it's a good 5 to 7 minute walk from probably not even that long, honestly. So we were reading up on her while we were waiting on the bus. And this is the visitor center. Now, mind you, this is in my city. This is Richmond, Virginia. So if you guys are in the Richmond, Virginia area, this one particularly is on North 2nd Street and East Lee, the corner of North 2nd and East Lee. It starts right there at the corner. And 1, 2, 3 of these are all a part of the museum. And it gives you a little history on her as well. Let me try to get out the lighting. It talks a little bit about her family and things like that. I won't go too deep into detail and read too much because I think we're pressing time for the bus now because we've already went through this. And I'm like, oh, let me record because I don't have any content today, and I would like to do content today on history if I can. It's not always about the churches that are doing free food and things like that. Sometimes I like to build content on things that actually matter. Not to say they don't matter, but you know, things that people can learn from. And it gives a little more history on, you know, her and her family, things like that. During the 1920s, this block of East Lee Street was known as the Equality Row. Upper middle class African American families lived in these homes. Their neighborhood, Jackson Ward. And by the way, that was my mom's first public housing. She lived in Jackson Ward. 22 with 6 kids. It wasn't easy coming up. But anyway, became the most enterprising African American business district in the nation, and its leaders flourished in these surroundings. Could you read this one for me, baby? Reverend J. Andrew Boiler.
Jeez, that's a long name.
Reverend
J. Andrew Boiler lived here at 112
East. That stands for East.
East Lee Street with his family from 1915 until his death in 1935. Reverend Boiler found nearby Mount Alvin Baptist Church. He also organized and taught the first African American school local in Richmond Church Hill neighborhood.
So he organized and taught the first African American school located in Church Hill, which this is kind of, well, I don't consider this Church Hill. I consider this more downtown Richmond, this particular area, right before you get to Jackson Ward. But Church Hill isn't far from here. It's like, it's not far at all, you guys. And then it talks about Lillian H. Payne lived in 114 East Lee Street for more than 20 years, a very close friend and business colleague of Maggie L. Walker. Ms. Payne managed the office of the Order of St. Luke. The order was the largest of its kind in the country. She supervised nearly 50 employees at the St. Luke building, 900 St. James Street. So it is just giving you a little history as you walk through. And like I said, I don't have a really good view of the whole thing. So I'm going to stand across the street so you guys can see it a little better. But remember, this is in Richmond, Virginia. And I'm at the corner, so maybe I can show you guys a better view now like this. So you guys see all of this is considered the historic site for Maggie L. Walker. And we also have a Maggie L. Walker statue, which is not far from here. But I believe if I take you guys to that, I'm definitely gonna miss the bus for where I'm going. I know I am, because that one is a little further up the street. I guess they didn't want these two statues very close to each other. But yeah, so that's your history for today. Peace out. Stay blessed, my spiritual gems. Say see you later, baby.
See you later.
Look at my young man. He's so handsome, ain't y'all?